Hello, hello, and welcome to the Collins on the Rocks podcast. I am your host, Auntie Collins. This week we have a very special guest. We love them. They bring so much love and appreciation to us all, and it might get heated over here.
Mm.
Lawrence, welcome to the show.
Hey, happy to be here. I'm very excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I I'm really glad that you messaged me because I was like, I know that there's something on
Yeah.
Friday. I'm really
Oh,
glad that you messaged me. But
yeah.
welcome to the show. So this is a wonderful before we jump in. We're drinking here, okay?
Yeah.
This is Collins on the Rocks podcast. This is happy hour. What are you drinking tonight?
Oh, I'm gonna do a little mimosa. I got a little prosecco here. I'm gonna throw it in my glass, mix it up with some orange juice. Got
Ooh.
Tropicana.
Tropicana. Is there any other orange juice that is better than Tropicana?
Not that like
No.
I I I'm not the biggest like I will grab whatever's on sale, but I enjoy Tropicana a little more because that's what we always used to have as a child. Like,
So I grew up super poor
yeah.
and we had the Minute Maid frozen. Did you see that the
Yeah.
Minute Maid frozen orange juice no longer?
Yeah, that is so sad. I used to we didn't do the orange juice, we did the lemonade or limeade.
Oh,
That was a
see?
staple of our summers. And like the little
Yeah.
pitcher.
I what color was your pitcher growing up?
We either had an orange one or a like orange top and a clear one. Like a
Yeah.
yeah.
What is with that orange? That orange.
Like that was it's very, very like 90s coded. Like kids like everyone had the same like cookware, like the
Right.
yeah,
Everyone had same. Well, Zachy
yeah,
here in the chat, which is always my favorite thing.
yeah.
National Valentine Shopping Reminder Day. Don't know what that is. Do you have a Valentine?
I do not right
You don't have a Valentine. We'll be your
now.
Valentine.
Oh, that's nice.
Are you a Valentine's Day person or no?
When I'm seeing someone, yes. I like having like a special day to do something. It's always nice.
Okay, so in your perfect world, what would be a perfect Valentine's Day?
I think either going out to like a quiet dinner and then heading home and like watching a movie and hanging out, like a it's very like low key, but like yeah, like a nice dinner.
That's that's so romantic. Well,
Yeah,
let's first cheers to the show. I have some pog juice and a bit of tequila in there because you
nice.
know tequila evenings bring tequila nights, right? Is
Yeah,
that
I spilled on myself a little bit,
oh
but
no, don't spill.
there we go. We're good.
All right, let's do a cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's bad luck if you don't cheers. All
Yeah.
right, everybody. Cheers. All right, I love it. Um okay, so how the heck did you get involved in any of this wrestling stuff? Where are you from? How do we know you? Give us a sneak peek behind the curtain there.
Yeah. So I was born and raised and lived my entire life in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Uh, I like I originally started wrestling as a way, and like right off the rip, 909 getting a little sad as a way of dealing with my father's death when I was like 10
Mm,
years old was like the one thing like my mom could get that like would like hold my attention. And like again, very 90s code here. I would go to the video store and rent tapes of whatever. Like the one thing that like especially got me because I was a nerd, like knowing the ins and out of everything, was
mhm.
when I found Beyond the Mat, and like it had like clearly coded what Vince McMahon didn't want you to hear or didn't want you to see. Right, plastered on the thing. And like
Yeah.
from there on, like I fell in love with Mick Foley just because he seemed like a really good dad and was like this like
That's
little
so
kid who 10-year-old
cute.
who like saw this dude who can like take this beating and like deal with the worst and keep going was like yeah
Yeah.
this is my guy going forward.
You are not the first person I've heard that has said that, "Hey, Mick Foley made me feel safe, loved, and I wanted to, like, be his friend. I wanted him to be my dad. I
Yeah,
wanted whatever." So then I started watching wrestling. Like, that's such a cool legacy to have. I really love that. Okay, so Mick Foley's your favorite.
yeah.
You're a '90s kid. So then which was your first wrestling event that you remember watching then?
Probably Monday Night Raw was the because in
Okay.
Canada at the time, we had basic cable, like the very basic, and like I didn't have Sportsnet or thing that they where SmackDown would come on, so I just
Mhm.
I could only watch like half the show. So like I at the time TSN only had Raw, so ever I was like glued every Monday night to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, interesting. It's interesting because you are from Canada, which is very
Mhm.
different than it's not that different from the United States, but how is
Mhm.
wrestling viewed in Canada? Um, you
Like
would think.
I think Montreal and Quebec, especially, there is like a very big lineage of like professional wrestling. Like it is very much you get like I remember the one of my teachers in elementary school, like this little old lady, was like the biggest diehard wrestling fan,
Mhm.
and like it really like passed through generations of like there is a like culture there. Like at the time, there was a period where like in the independence where it's like it was kind of dead,
Yeah.
and like it's been really exploded for like the last few years. Like the thanks to the Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Speedball, like all these guys have helped like build the like Quebec independent scene and bring a lot of attention to it. But yeah, like there Quebec and like Canada, there is a very hot like wrestling is like quite beloved here. I would
Mm.
say, yeah,
Yeah, I feel like in so is it every time I think about it, it's Quebec,
yeah,
Quebec, Quebec,
yeah,
or is it Quebec? It's not Quebec, it's Quebec, correct?
yeah. Either way's fine.
Oh, language lessons here.
Yeah,
Console rocks. But I do feel like they're there, especially like because I'm living in the Pacific Northwest, there is
yeah,
like a reverence in this area for wrestling, like technical wrestling or just like mat wrestling or just guys having matches that are great. And not to say that like other places don't have that,
yeah,
but it feels almost to me the people that are in Quebec treat it like a sanctuary.
yeah. Like
Would you agree?
yeah, and like this is the place where you got not far from me. You've got the Gino Bravo mural in the like there's like a lot of like it's like anywhere else it's gone like a lot of like ebb and flows, but yeah, like
Right.
there's like very much through like the history of Quebec there was a massive love for wrestling throughout.
Hmm. I love that. So what does your family think about wrestling? I know that you mentioned that
Yeah,
your father passed away, but what is your family?
yeah.
Does your family also watch wrestling?
So I have one older brother, and he was also like he was a wrestling fan before me,
Hmm.
and I think like when we were growing up, my dad was like the sweetest, most like left wing sort of like immigrant dude from Trinidad, but like didn't like violence, so like we weren't allowed to watch anything violent growing up. So like I think my brother had to sneak wrestling when he was younger, and I didn't know. And even
Hmm.
he used it as like a school project once, and like used me as a guinea pig. Like he was trying to see the effect, like trying to do a school project on the effects of violence on children when he was in high school. So like he rented wrestling videotapes. But like he also like very much like every wrestling fan and like me as well. Like when I got like the 20s, I was sort of out on wrestling. Like he like when I started getting into it, he would go with me. Then he went out on wrestling, and
Hmm.
like weirdly, like there was a like 5 year period like right before the pandemic where like or like it's 3 or 4 year period where like we a group of us were like all just getting into wrestling. It's like me, my brother. and like some mutual friends of ours where we'd like watch pay-per-views every month together.
Right.
And yeah, he's very much more like a New Japan dude himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Is my internet going to be doing this on a Friday night? Oh, I've been blaming my upstairs neighbors ever since they moved in. I don't know what's been going on. Okay, so you have friends that love New Japan.
Yeah.
When did you start? Did you start watching New Japan? Did you get interested in New Japan at all?
See, I never like watched it regularly, but we like every year we would do and it was like my favorite, one of my favorite things of the year. We do Wrestle Brunch, where we would
Hmm.
watch Wrestle Kingdom like a few days late together on like the weekend afterwards, and we would all like have a big brunch. Like my brother would either cook brunch at my friend's house, and we'd all bring different stuff, and it was like a yearly thing where we'd sit there for like 6-7 hours together.
I love that
And
so
yeah,
much. Yeah, so I started watching wrestling and my mom hated it. My mom
yeah,
hated wrestling. And so we traded tapes down the street, so like everyone like watched some sort of different kind of wrestling, and then it evolved to like DVDs and like burnt copies and torrented, matches.
yeah,
And we would send them copies like a little underground like wrestling society. Because it almost felt like a dirty thing to be like,
yeah,
oh, watch this, whatever match of 1999. Oh, watch this death match of 93, or and so on and so forth, as things go on. So it's always interesting to see how people have cultivated their love for wrestling. So you've been a wrestling fan since the 90s. How
yeah.
did you get into doing podcasting? How did you get into like doing wrestling media? How did you get here?
So really, the story is like I've basically always wanted to do podcasts. I just like never knew how to get my foot in the door and
Mm-hmm.
really like how to start it myself. And like it was really just insanely dumb luck that our friend
Yeah.
Zach, who is the vice president at Love Wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
uh, he happened to be shopping at my store, and I made a joke about the Generico shirt he was wearing when he was at my cash. And like we became friends. We started going to independent shows together.
Yeah.
And then like he was brought on. He was the first person brought on when like Love Wrestling launched, like the content side.
Wow.
And he asked me to be like on the first quiz show that he does every month. And then like I was like one of the like rotating co-hosts of his NWA post show.
Mm-hmm.
And then I messaged Spencer being like, when Spencer like put out the call, like, hey, would you like, I'm looking for content creators for the site. I'm like, I'm gonna put my name out there. Like I've been on the show. It's like, and
Mm-hmm.
from there on, it's like he like messaged me like, this is the easiest yes I can give you. Like we've had you on multiple times before, and like I've just
Well,
been bouncing around that channel ever since. Hey
speaking of the
buds.
devil, and the devil shall appear.
Yep.
Hello, hey friends. Thanks for letting me borrow.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. It's a very similar story to mine, where it was just kind of like, hey, we have an opening, and it's like, oh, okay. It's very easy to find a microphone and learn how to do things, but so now that you're in it, now that you're in the thralls of it, um what has been your favorite thing to cover, whether a show, whether a event, whether a controversy? What has been your favorite thing to talk about and cover?
Oh man, there's a lot. Like I like my favorite thing is just highlighting like Canadian wrestling and Canadian independent wrestling
Hmm.
specifically, like seeing people that have seen on the independents start to get more and more shine and more people talking about them and them working more and more
Yeah.
shows. Uh it like is like so exciting for me and makes me so happy. Like uh I started in the pan, like granted he was already a big name, but like being able the first like my favorite thing I covered was like really one of the first things I did at Love Wrestling was cover, and again just dumb luck from being in Montreal at the right time, was Speedball was doing his Friday night Speedball shows where like during the
Mm-hmm.
pandemic he was very limited what he can do, and like there's like very strict like how many people can be in a room together. So like he started running these small wrestling shows out of a comic book studio because one of the wrestlers at IWS, uh, Animal the Bob Anger, Andy Belanger owns a comic book studio. So like they would do like once a month these live wrestling shows for like were run by the students and him
Mm-hmm.
and Shane Hawk, where like they would do it was basically Choco Pro, where it was like
Yeah.
very comedy based, very silly, and like literally Speedball and Andy both like messaged me and like you could come on, come watch like come there live with us and cover the show. And like it was such a cool experience to be able to do that and meet Speedball, meet Veda,
Mm.
seeing
Cool.
the so many people there who are just starting out too, like
Yeah.
who like this some of them started during the pandemic, and seeing them just get better and better throughout the years has been so much fun. Like we all sort of started at the same time because I started content creator there. That was the first thing I covered, and that was
Mm.
just like the most like I can't believe I get this experience and see these people just do this. It's like they're seeing their creativity up close and like come up with the most insane, stupid shit I've seen in my life, like just ridiculous stuff.
Yeah. It's so funny. It's funny you mentioned that because uh, when I jumped into content creation
Yeah.
for wrestling, so I haven't always done content creation for wrestling.
Yeah.
I was in the music scene for a while. So jumping into content creation, the first thing I covered was the start of the bloodline.
It's amazing.
And for a whole year, I was like,
Yeah.
how are we still talking about this?
It will never end.
It will never end. It's still going 5
and they're
years
still
later.
having kids. And just wait, in like 5 more years, their kids are going to be on there. One of like Solo Sikoa's 18 kids. Like
his contribution.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So behind you is a bunch of figures.
Yeah.
I have been dying to ask you, what do you got back there?
Oh, I've got a whole lot.
When did you start collecting figures? Have you always collected figures? Are there some that are more special?
Like I used to as a kid, and it literally I started doing it again when I started Love Wrestling because like I wanted to add stuff in the background for set dressing, and I just like got more and more into it, and I just like especially like all the wrestlers that I would like watch on the independents getting signed and getting their own action figure was exciting to me. Like I've got both Kevin and Sammy back here. I'm so like there isn't a figure I'm waiting more than Speedballs for two reasons. Like one, knowing Speedball is just gonna be the coolest thing to have somebody I know who's action figure, and two, I know the his gear designer Sway Archer. From the
I love
here.
Sway Archer.
Oh.
Shout out Sway Archer.
Yeah.
He's probably not watching this. He's way too cool.
Yeah. The designer of the stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just blowing up the last few years.
I was about to say, I feel like the pandemic is when we really started seeing him just like pump out like cool ass gear after another, after another, after another. And yeah, that's so cool to see it encapsulated into a few figures. So do you take your figures? I mean, you haven't taken some figures out.
Yeah.
Are you keep it in the box kind of person?
It's like honestly, there's some like I take out sometimes it's just because I legitimately like the boxes of the AEW figures and they like look nice behind me, and it's easier to like to keep standing than like take them out of the box.
Right?
Yeah.
So call me crazy, but I am not a take out of the box kind of person.
No.
For the AEW figures because they can stand on their own. Over here, right over here.
Yeah.
So I have my Okada sitting over here, and I have my Owen Hart, Brett, um, no, Britt Baker one, because I love Miss Britt Baker, and I also have
Yeah.
the Owen Hart, Adam Cole figure. Those are all like limited edition. They will never come out of the box.
Yeah.
However, do people give you figures for like birthdays and Christmases and all the things?
Not so much. Like
Well,
no, like
fine. I'm going to
yeah.
give you one
Yeah.
the time that we need, because let me tell you, the amount of like duplicates, I'm like, thanks.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with this like second Ricky Starks figure?
Yeah.
He doesn't even go here anymore.
More.
But it's so funny with figures. Do you get the hype of the figures? Do you think that people price gouge them on secondary markets, especially with like signatures? Do you think that's good, or do you think it's predatory?
Oh,
I,
I
I
think
want to know your
it's
thoughts.
I think it's predatory for sure. Uh
Same.
there's so many stuff that like takes me out of it. Like that it's the same way with like sneaker culture as well.
Yes.
Where like the resale market is absolutely insane. Like the like just releasing like 1,000 of this one shoe and then like having to like buy it for like $1,000 later is insane. Like it's the same thing with like action figure. I would rather everyone have a chance to own something
Mm.
than uh I'm not a fan of the scarcity market. Like uh let's make less of it and charge more. Like they're doing that with concert tickets too now. Like all new stadiums are they're shrinking stadiums. They're like doing that in Buffalo. The stadium's smaller, so they can
Hmm.
sell the season tickets for more expensive. It's becoming a bigger problem.
Yeah, I hate with that because I love going to concerts. I'm a huge
Mhm.
concert goer. I love
Yeah,
the experience. I've always loved the experience of going like to a wrestling show, going states, flying, like doing the whole shebang experience. It's so fun. Even
yeah,
if it's not like a vacation, but it is still a vacation, I
yeah,
guess. Oops. Um, but with concert tickets, it's so crazy because like I'm a big pop music fan, and maybe this is my downfall, but I do not think a concert ticket should be more than a car payment.
yeah.
I don't.
100%. And
Like, even in a really nice car, like I don't think it should be more than $300 to see your favorite artist.
yeah,
That's insane.
absolutely. Like my other biggest pet peeve about concerts and like touring in general, I think it should be like illegal, or you have to worry. You cannot say you're running a North American tour and just visit Toronto 4 times. Like that just like that's not like you're not visiting any of the bigger Montreal, like the Canadian cities. Like you not even just Montreal, but like you've got to at least go to 3 different Canadian cities for it to be a North American tour.
That's mandatory. You got to go to
Yeah.
three different Canadian cities. Because here's the thing, so many people can be ignorant about Canada, right? You could just
Mhm.
say Canada, which is, the Great White North, whatever people call it.
Yeah.
But like, I live a couple hours from Vancouver, right?
Yeah.
We used to go to British Columbia every year as a small child. So it's like, I remember that version is very different
Yeah.
than Toronto. It's
Yeah.
very different than Montreal. It's very different than Quebec. It's very different than Calgary. Like, I, I watched a documentary about Calgary, which is so funny because it's like the south of Canada. And I
Yeah.
had no idea that there was such a huge rodeo culture.
Oh yeah.
But I would never know that because the assumption is Canada is like, there you say you at least in America, where we are uncultured and what have you. But everything's snow, like it's always snowy. Everybody ice fishes. Like, couldn't be further from the truth, right? I mean, I'm
No.
sure that there is that,
Yeah.
but
100%.
Is there snow outside right now?
Yes, there is. There,
That's
like,
crazy. There's no snow here in Subway. There's no. It has not snowed. And knock on wood, I don't want it.
yeah,
It's
like
too
we're
late.
about we're about to enter the season of the 30 false springs, where it's going to be, it will literally be like 2 days where like the temperatures are going to go back into the positives. Like it's going to be like +5 Celsius, +10. Like, all
Mhm.
right, I could finally change jacket. It's starting good, and then it will drop to -10 and snow like 20 centimeters.
I hate it because so some people get like I don't know if you are a cold and flu kind of person. Like I get
Yeah,
sick at least once a year,
yeah,
and it's never when the temperatures drop. It's always this time between February and March because the like today here. Okay, let me figure it out. Oh, I could just look at my phone. I'm going to tell you how warm it is here. There's no snow on the ground
yeah,
and the sun was out. Okay. Okay. So it was 58 degrees Fahrenheit. So how do I do this? Celsius. Okay. So it was 15 degrees Celsius.
yeah.
And that
That's
plus sun,
yeah. That is a nice spring day. That is
that
like,
is a wonderful spring day. It
yeah,
is the beginning
it's
of
insane.
February.
Yeah, that is insane.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy out here. Okay, so since we are learning about you,
Yeah.
who are your top? Well, you could give me top two, top three, female and male wrestlers.
Uh, well, male wrestlers, it's like fairly easy. Like at the man, like
Yeah.
I gotta go back. Like, uh, I would probably put like Speedball,
Mm-hmm.
like Kevin Owens, Sammy, and like Orange Cassidy, and I think Samoa Joe, like my top five. Uh, and like female
Samoa
wrestlers,
Joe. Mm.
yeah.
Okay.
Uh, like female wrestlers, probably Tony Storm.
Mm.
Uh, you know what? Willow has like jumped up quite a bit. Like somebody
Okay.
who I love to see all the time. Trying to think like trying to think I'm trying to think from like every company too, because like I do.
It's so easy for me to just like pick women's wrestlers from AEW because it's the
Yeah,
women's division I love the most. But then I go, oh yeah.
I, I would also throw Bailey on there. Who,
Yes. Were you a hugger?
yeah, like that era of NXT where it was like Sammy, Kevin, Bailey, Sauce. Like I remember telling my friend who was like who I was working with at the time, who was like also into wrestling, but like was getting back into it. I'm like,
Mhm.
you have to watch. Like I'm very like I remember it was right before the Iron Man match. Where there's and I'm like, this match is gonna be insane. I'm like, it's the match I'm like most excited about this weekend. It's like, you sure women's wrestling? I'm like, yep. You trust me, dude. These guys, it's like Sasha and Bailey are about to tear the house down. And I was 100% right. And like that match,
Absolutely.
stick
Mhm.
like Mercedes too also is on there. Like, my God, like you're talking about people who have like revolutionized an industry over the last few years. Like Bailey still also going like as a veteran, being a teacher and on her own dime, flying people out and putting them up is amazing. Like, what a like great person.
Do you think we'll see Bailey in AEW?
I honestly hope so, just because uh, I just like to see the matches she could have.
Mhm.
Just like again, it's not like a company thing where I'm like one company. They just like she can have so many better matches right now in
Mhm.
AEW, because like to a very extent WWE disrespects her all the time, and like you have a legend in the game right now who's given your company so much, and you keep putting her on the back burner and keep like taking away pushes from her and take her off show. Like it's. I think it would be a lot of fun solely as a wrestling fan to see the different things she can do in another company. And I think especially like at this point in her career, where like I think especially like talking to Sasha when like when she's talking to Mercedes on like a live recently, and just the jealousy of her of Mercedes being able to do all these independents, and like how much you want. Like I so badly want a
Yeah.
Bailey independent run again.
Honestly, we're due for it. I
Mhm.
also agree. Bailey has been underutilized in WWE. She's
Yeah,
been really kind of like the Natalia 2.0, in my
yeah,
opinion, of used to build up others, but then never given the chance. And she's only this old right now.
yeah,
What are we doing? It's too much talent to waste doing that. So,
yeah.
all right, are you ready to play a little drinking game?
I am.
All right. So there are 3 categories in this game, okay?
Yeah,
Level 1 is called perception. Okay? It's how people perceive you, how you think you are perceived. Level 2 is connection, how you're connected to the people around you, different kind of connection questions. And then 3 is reflection, kind of goes a little bit deeper. So they start easy and then they go a little bit deeper. Are you ready?
yeah.
All right, let me shuffle some of these. Okay. I apologize if I pull one and then I immediately discard it because some of them are like instant responses and
Yeah.
you know, we can't fulfill those unfortunately. Okay. Your first question. What does your Instagram tell about you?
Uh like literally it's and what people should see Instagram, it's basically a highlight reel of like the best things that have
Yeah.
happened in that year. Like I especially what I keep on the main grid is like literally the biggest things of that year that happened that happened. So like last year, literally the last thing you see is like the pictures of like my brother's wedding or like me in
Hmm.
Toronto last year for AEW, uh, stuff like that. Like it is very. I think you do get a lot of like wrestling content at the beginning too, but it is like mostly like my personal like a. It's very much the highlight of like the biggest moments of my life of that year.
Yeah. Are you one to kind of curate it? Only put your best foot forward, or do you
Yeah,
like to be honest as well?
yeah, no, it's definitely curated. It's definitely the
We are
I
very opposite.
I am also spending hours finding the perfect section of a song
I
to
love
use for
that
different.
though.
Yeah,
I love that. Did you use AIM like AWOL Instant Messenger?
briefly, like I the first internet we had was AOL, but I mostly used
Yeah.
MSN Messenger.
Okay. Well, could you leave away messages? I think with MSN Messenger you could put away messages as
Yeah,
well, right?
yeah,
I miss those times because I fight it in myself that when I'm feeling feelings, I immediately go, okay, what song?
yeah,
And I just want to like post that as a status or like tweet that. And I
yeah.
have, and then I go, oh my God, that's like so millennial of me. It's like part of our culture though, and that is something that I think should be expanded upon because there's so many times that I just want to wring my own neck because it's like, don't you dare post those sad Avril Lavigne
Yeah.
lyrics. Just say, hey, I'm not having a good day.
Yeah.
I'm over here going, it's a damn cold night.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out this life. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh, why are all these? All right. Okay, close your eyes. All right, what color is my shirt?
So here's the problem. I fucked up my screen. Oh, like I've got to figure out the color, how to fix the color of my thing. So everything is dyed a shade of green that I see on my thing. I never fixed it. So I legit, like, the screen is colorblind, so I cannot tell you the truth.
Oh my god. That is so funny. Okay, it's black. It's a black.
I figured it was black. I was trying to like the out, like the hair and stuff. It's blonde, is it?
Yeah, it's a blonde. Yeah. It's Sailor Moon.
Yeah,
it's a Sailor Moon tarot card. It's really cool. It's so funny. Actually.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, let's do 2 more of these. This is really good. All right. I don't, that doesn't make any sense. All right, what fast food restaurant do you think I'm most likely to drive through, and what do you think my order is? And then tell me yours. Do you like fast food?
I do, yes.
Okay.
I would say maybe a Taco Bell.
Yeah. I was going, okay, what's the most American thing? It's probably McDonald's, but like that's not my go-to.
Yeah.
Okay, Taco Bell. Okay, that's exactly what it is. What is your favorite fast food?
So again, like in Quebec, there's less of the American franchise. Like there's the big ones, obviously, but there's a lot that we don't have. Like the one Taco Bell near me closed.
No,
it was like literally, it's like right next to where my mom lives now.
Oh,
and like there's like the big 3 franchise. Like there's some like just outside of Montreal to go to. So like, as much as I hate giving the best, like probably like out of the big franchise, I would say McDonald's and like the Big Mac is my favorite like sandwich.
Big Mac.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to tell you something. I don't think I remember what a Big Mac tastes like. Like, I know that people like, oh my God, the sauce and all the things. It's so good. It doesn't hit for me. Anytime I go to McDonald's, I'm getting 2 cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
That's it.
They briefly had, and I think that was like my favorite thing, especially when I was in like, it was in like my early 20s that they had on their menu. And, it was convenient when you're like pre-drinking and like stopping somewhere either after the bar or like on the way to the bar is the stop at McDonald's, like a quick thing. They had the Big Mac snack wraps, where it's like the Big Mac and like a snack wrap. So like you can grab 2 or 3 of those, crush those quickly, and a convenient thing. It was amazing.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing. I love a snack wrap.
Yeah.
All right. Last question in this round. Do you think you intimidate other people? Why or why not?
I don't think so. Like, it depends. Like, sometimes, like, I try not to. Like, I try.
Okay.
I'm like 5'10", 5'11", and like bigger, heavy set
so
dude.
we're the same height. Yeah.
So I'm like very much like aware of my surroundings, aware like how I am around people like that might be short of me. So like I try to be more affable in my everyday life and like come off especially like a little goofier and disarming at first. But also like I'm very stubborn. And like I'm very like set in my way. So like I could be on a bad day where like I like don't want to, especially like when things start going bad, I get progressively angry, more like like I don't talk as much. So like in those moments, yeah, I'm sure I can be. But like in my generally any day life, like I keep it like in my head and think about it a lot. Like I just want everyone to have a positive experience around me because like the life, like everything else is dark enough. I don't want to like make anyone's day worse.
I'm always afraid of being intimidating, but I think I
Yeah.
also like I totally relate to that of
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm like an open book, but like, you know, it can always come across that way when you're just like staying in your own lane.
Yeah.
But I definitely understand that. And also I love being tall.
Yeah.
Do you like being tall?
Yeah, like I put myself as like perfectly average height, and like I'm not like a dude who's lying about being like 5'10" or like 5'11" or like saying, or they're saying, like, I'm legitimately, you can see video of me standing next to people.
You carry yourself
Yeah.
like a tall person. You
Yeah.
know what's so funny? So I'm 5'11", right?
Yeah.
So I love wearing like my Doc Martens, especially to wrestling shows. So that gives me a couple of extra inches or whatever.
Yeah.
And I meet Adam Cole.
Yeah.
And this is back when he was like billed at 6 foot.
Oh no.
And I look at those pictures and I'm like, I can't. Because he's just he looks like my son.
Here, Adam, go play with the others. Look at him go. I just gave him a juice box. He's so excited.
Yeah,
He just can't. He can't wait to play his video
exactly.
games when he gets home.
Oh, I love him. I love him so much. All right. And so we're going on to the next round. This is our connection round. Are
Yeah.
you ready?
Yep.
All right. Okay. What is a dream that you have, and what is a dream that you need to let go of? Starting real deep.
Yeah. A dream that I have is definitely to be more successful in like the podcasting space and like earn a regular income from this. Like that is definitely a dream that I still think is attainable. One that I like definitely let go of for like a few different reasons. Like as a kid, and like I like very much lame thing to be like want to be as a kid, but like for years I always wanted to be a politician. Like like it was a dream as a child.
Interesting.
Like we like grew up in a like very like some people say they don't talk about politics. Like my dad very much was a like he was an immigrant from Trinidad who like him being an Anglophone speaker, a brown dude Anglophone speaker in Quebec is in itself a political thing.
Yeah.
So, like it was always like commonplace, and like I was very lucky. Despite him being very religious, he was very, especially like in the 90s and stuff. Like he made it a point of bringing me and my brother to like the Pride Parade, and like, he was very open about his politics. And like there's like politicians that are still here today. Where my dad, he never cursed, but would call them like twit heads and twits. And like every time I see one of those politicians still around, I'm like, yeah, my dad. Like it takes a lot for my dad to dislike you.
But yeah, just like rightfully so, you know, rightfully so. Oh, I love that.
But also, I also came to the thing that I don't have the temperament to be a politician. Like the head of the Conservative Party here, I would call a dumb asshole about a million. Like I would be kicked out of the parliament so quick because I call it like every like he'd be just being a dickhead. I'll be like, this dude's clearly being a fucking dickhead, guys. I don't know why he's not doing anything. We all know he's a dickhead.
If I was so there was a period of time that in 2016 that I was like, I can't handle. It was when Donald Trump was first elected, and I was like, that's it. I'm going to go into politics. And then when someone told me your opponents dig up your your skeletons, and I go, I don't know what skeletons I would have. It's not like I've had like tax evasion, like I haven't even like
I did those murders, but no one knows about those.
Like this is back when like, oh, I guess a felon is in the White House, I guess. I don't know. You know, people do crimes all the time.
Yeah.
But this is when I was like, oh wow, they would really dig up things. And then I go, My digital footprint
Yeah.
starts at 11 years old. Oh, and I was an evangelical Christian for a very good chunk of my teenage years. So a lot of my like angsty things is like I am I had a purity. Those beliefs are not the reflection of my beliefs now. But I was like, that's it. I can't go into politics because someone's gonna find something from like, you know, 1999.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be great. It's not gonna be great, you know? Someone's gonna find out that I used to have a purity ring. Anyways.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right. So 2025 just ended.
Yeah.
What was the happiest memory from
Uh,
2025?
I would
And this can be
say
wrestling related or personal, whatever you want.
like I could do both. Like personal is probably my brother's wedding.
Hmm.
Like being a groomsman for that, and like the everything around that was like very much a massive highlight.
Mm-hmm.
And just like going on different wrestling trips, like even just going to Ottawa, driving to Ottawa in the car with independent wrestler Nathan Yaramovich and his brother, who's a photographer.
Mm.
Uh, and just like those drives are always fun, or going to Toronto and seeing everyone. Like every time I see other people from out of town, different content creators from out of town that come in for big shows, uh, that always like makes me happy, and like is always fun to see, and to see friends I get to see like once or twice a year.
I love that. I love that. All right, wrestling wise,
Yeah.
what has been your happiest memory?
Yeah, probably those wrestling trips.
Oh, those wrestling
Yeah,
trips. Sorry,
yeah.
I was thinking a specific wrestling thing. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
probably AEW this past year.
Okay.
Which we got like I think it was the first time I've ever no, it's probably this no, I think it was the first time I actually got to see Edge and Christian tag together. Because like they'd broken up by the time, because I started watching like
Uh,
01, 02. So they by the time I finally got to a show like a SmackDown
mm-hmm.
in Montreal like live, I never got to see them tag together. So getting to see them reunite and tag together in Toronto was a lot of fun, and like
Mm-hmm.
a massive highlight.
I love that. I love that. Any plans for any wrestling trips yet in 2026?
Like I would say yes. Like I'm probably like it's all like Montreal and Ottawa are close to, they're about an hour and a half, 2 hours away, like
Mm-hmm.
drive. So I do go to Ottawa. I try to go to Ottawa at least a few times a year. Like
Okay.
I'm lucky I've got independent wrestlers who will let me in their car and drive me down for like mystery
They
wrestling or
let you
C4.
in their car. Wow.
Like
No, I'm being serious.
yeah, they're very nice. They're very nice and accommodating.
I love
Like
that.
I'm very thankful for them. Hopefully, if there's another, like I continue hearing the rumor about another show in Toronto for AEW this year, and I would very much like to go back. That like I have mixed feelings about Toronto, but like going there, like seeing my friend
Mm-hmm.
Joel Pearl there, like once or twice a
Love
year.
Joel Pearl. Shout out Joel
Joel Pearl,
Pearl.
absolute
Don't
sweetheart.
tell Kylie.
Yeah, but seeing him and getting to watch wrestling there is always a lot of fun.
I love that. Have you ever fallen in love?
No, uh
Have
like
you never fallen in love?
no, like I've never been truly in love. No.
I love it.
Yeah.
Um, all right, last question in this round.
Yeah.
What are you more afraid of, failure or success?
Definitely a failure. Uh,
Why?
it's like to this day, even like it's weird. Like the stuff I do great doesn't stick with me as much. Always the stuff I mess up
Mm-hmm.
haunts me and keeps me up at night. Like I swear to God, I still remember like being in the finals of a soccer game and it like I play keeper and then somebody's scoring on me. Like there's one specific goal that I should have saved that they didn't, or like an interview I messed up that like I want back. Like doing it as like a content creator that like I could have done better there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like those things. It's definitely failing that like it's especially like disappointing people.
Mm.
Is what really gets me. It's uh like that feeling haunts me so much that like I'm not afraid of being successful. I'm always afraid of messing something up.
I think it does show because you do take great pride in your work, and I think
Yeah.
you do put in really good work. And I think this industry specifically is full of, I said this on last week's episode.
Yeah.
There are so many loud men with a mic.
Yeah.
Insert name of whoever you think that fits. I don't
Yeah.
care. But all they do is talk shit. And people pour in droves
Yeah.
because they want to hate watch things where it takes heart, it takes passion to say, hey, I really love this thing. I really love this Sammy storyline.
Yeah.
I really love this specific wrestler. I love Speedball. I love the
Yeah.
work that they're doing and talking about it in the way that you do and how it feels as a Canadian, as it feels as a person from Quebec. Is it Quebecian?
Yeah.
Quebecian?
Quebecois or Quebecer.
Quebecois?
Yeah.
But it's like that's one thing that I've always loved about your work, and this is just me gushing. I know. I won't cry, but I love people who put a lot of heart into your work at the cost of looking dumb. Like people
Yeah.
think, oh, that you look dumb, you're being emotional, you're doing whatever, that's
Yeah.
performative. But you really put all of your heart into your work, and it really shows. So
Thank you.
continue to do it because
Yeah,
there
like
are people out here wanting to see it.
like they especially like me, I make a concerted effort to try to be as positive. Like if I don't like something, I'm just not going to talk about it or
Yeah.
avoid talk about like
It's so easy.
yeah, like this is not a thing I enjoy. I'm going to talk about the million things I do enjoy and
Yeah.
why I like them. And I'm more excited to do that than talk about something I hate.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love your work. All right, we are in the reflection round. This is considered the hardest round. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. If you could I don't like that question. I don't like the word. I'm sure that I've done that one before. Did I not? Hold on. All right. If someone came to you for advice, what would be the advice that you would be the most qualified to answer?
I think just like either general life advice or if you're like looking for like professional stuff. I spent my entire life, pretty much a good part of my life, almost for 15 years ish, working at a grocery store. So like if you need like also just like general how to work at in a team and stuff that I know very well and have like very like firmly held positions on of how to work in a team environment and that I can give a lot of advice on.
I love that. I love people who can give life advice because let me tell you, people I would not
Yeah.
get advice from. Oh my god. I've been through enough therapy to know. Oh, it's the price you pay, I guess. All right. If you could describe yourself to a stranger, what would you use to describe yourself?
I would probably like I would probably say just a like I would say like just generally a like a silly person who does like who knows when to take them seriously when it matters, like I would say. Yeah.
I love that. If you band, what would your band name be?
Ooh. I
So I'll tell you mine.
yeah.
The Instant Criers. Hi, we're the Instant Criers, and we're gonna cry. Would be hilarious if we were like a death metal band, but
Yeah. We're Wu-Tang Clan tribute band. We're the Instant Criers.
Oh my god.
Honestly, offhand, the one I just thought of is again a shout out to being French Canadian, the tabarnaks.
What does that mean?
Basically, it is a French Canadian curse word. The curse words in Quebec, it was basically if the first settlers literally just went around a Catholic church, and it's just things in a Catholic church. Like the tabernacle is the tabernacle, a C is the host, the calice is where the chalice where they keep the wine. Like those are all, and but like they can be used interchangeably, like fucking shit. Like it is you can be very creative with them as well.
Oh,
like they can be a verb, adverb. You can play around. Je t'en calisse une. Like I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna give you a good one.
Oh my god!
Again, you're just saying I'm gonna chalice you good if you technically just translate it literally. But yeah, like French Canadian curse words are my favorite, and they mix them with it like double neck to fuck. It's basically how we talk in a backstory. It's just like
we are learning bad words over here.
one of my favorite tag teams in the world from Quebec, who should be signed a million times over. Everyone who works independence here in Northeast Canada know. Tabarnak, the team, who are like dressed like two French Canadian lumberjacks, are incredibly strong dudes who like two of the honestly best professional wrestlers who are not signed, who've been doing it for so long, should be on AEW every week, I feel.
I love it. I love it so much. I've learned so much. Learned so much. All right. If someone was going to give you a gift, what would the perfect gift to you be?
Ooh, honestly, anything at this point, anything Philadelphia Eagles related. I'm a diehard Eagles fan. I've got Jalen Hurts just behind me with AJ Brown, Funko Pop AJ Brown next to him. I've got Jason Kelsey on top.
Oh wow, he's a hoot and a half. He is a hoot and a half. What do you want to be remembered for in this space? What do you want people to think of when they think of you?
Again, this sounds like where people remember that I was generous with my time. Like when I'm working with people, I want to, when like somebody's on a screen with me, I want them to shine as much as me or like more than me. Like I want them to be the star every time. Like I want to be like a good teammate at the end of the day. Like that's the thing that makes me happy, is when I like click with somebody and it works well. And like I like when just helping people and making them better and making them shine as much as possible. So yeah, just being a good teammate.
I love that so much. Oh my god, you're gonna make me cry. Oh well, you succeeded in our little drinking game, so congratulations.
Thank you.
So on this latter part, right? This latter part of the Calls on the Rocks podcast.
Yeah.
There's lots of things going on in the world right now. There's so many scary things, but in the world of wrestling, there's a lot of cool shit going on. What is interesting you right now in wrestling?
Honestly, it's And like a few years ago, like during the heat of the Bloodline stories, WWE, but now it's like straight up AEW as I watch more and care for more. Like honestly, like the seeing the rise of Brody King has given me so much joy. Like that is a dude who like deserves what's coming, like what's happening for him right now. Deserves to be in the main event scene. Like coming off that run with Brodito was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
And like he's long. It is a long time coming that everyone knows he should have been the single main event star. Like especially like the group he wasn't before. Like it was quite clear that he's deserving of this, and I'm so happy. Even like especially that now it's for a good cause as well that helped highlight him even more. Just being a good person, uh, uh, and just, like I'm so happy that he's getting the career push that he is right now, and that's like legitimately one of the things that make me happiest in wrestling.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
I would also say that the rise of Brody King from, oh my gosh, what was their tag team? It is escaping my brain. With Buddy and Alistair.
Why am I blanking on it too?
Oh my god! Things that have gone out of my head. Because I know that him and Buddy were called the War Dogs, right? Someone tell us in the chat. Oh my god. What am I typing?
The House of Black.
House of Black. Thank you.
There
it is. Yes. Yeah. You win. You win all the
Yay.
points. Yay.
Money, please.
Yeah. So you also watch Parks and Rec.
Yep.
Money, please. I love that. That's a good vocal stem. But yeah, seeing him rise. First off, him being signed is like, love that.
Yeah.
Him joining the House of Black, doing cool shit, then joining with Bandito and Brodito and seeing that just culminate. Him. Oh, Archer, that was rude. He definitely agrees. But also when he was in the Owen Hart, remember him in the Owen Hart his first time? It was like, they're actually giving him some points here. He did a fantastic job. I selfishly would like to see him as a world champion sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's gonna happen, but I would love it. But yeah. What did you think about the squash match on Wednesday?
Oh, I thought that was cool. Like I am liking this run from JF as well. Like it's weird because he's been showing off more of like the first time his actual sort of personality, especially like in interviews and stuff, where like he still maintains it's they very much heel thing, but like it is quite clear how much MJF loves professional wrestling, loves AEW, and is so willing to give and like put over Brody King like that and make like instantly cement him as a legitimate threat to the title.
We're supposed to hate MJF.
Yeah.
Like he goes and does this thing that it's like, no, wait, I like it.
Yeah.
I love that so much. All right. Well, the floor is now yours. We have come to the end of our show. This is our cheers section. What are we cheersing to? What are you plugging? Where can we find you? Okay. So give me your cheers first. What are we cheersing to?
Cheers to hopefully the light at the end of the tunnel of darkness that we're dealing with now.
Amen. Woo. Cheers. 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 All right. Where can we find you? What are you doing?
Yep. You can find me every Sunday on the Love Wrestling Network, hosting the brunch gimmick. Usually it's either 11 a.m. or 12 a.m. Eastern, depending, where we talk about the week in wrestling or literally whatever I feel like that week. And yeah, we basically a week in review podcast, or like a breakdown of the biggest news items. And we just like chitting chatting with different people in their chat. And if you want to come join, please do. I love everyone coming hanging out.
Hey, listen, a couple weeks ago, we talked about heated
Yeah,
rivalry.
rivalry. Yeah.
And what would be our heated rivalry? Which I'm so glad. Have you watched it again through? Are you also like me where
Not,
I
not
keep
yet.
rewatching it?
But there was legitimately, there's a I went to for New Year's this year, I went to a New Year's party she threw on, but like there's a comedian who does like comedy shows around the city, and she legitimately tonight is starting a weekly heated rivalry rewatch. And one of the cast members, I think the dude who plays JJ, is that the character's name, is doing it with her.
Ooh.
Yeah, so like they're doing a weekly heated rivalry rewatch, like a bar.
I love this.
Yeah.
Fandom culture is back, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Laurence, thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate
problem.
it. We had a great happy hour, and cheers to you and everything that you're doing.
You too.
All the links will be down below for all of your social medias. I'll get those from you. So please go follow, show some love, like, share, subscribe, and put on that notification bell so you know when we go live again. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and bye. Let's have a drink. Bye.